welcome back to Catholic Reboot. I had called this episode 401k or Christ, so I'm doing quite a bit of those, right? Um, and the reason I'm doing this is I'm getting to be a senior, so maybe I'm trying to put things in perspective, right? And what I notice with fellow seniors, right, either pre-retirement or in retirement, is these great conversations they have about they are so planned, right? So, they'll say to me, have you properly prepared for your retirement? You know, and everything is about how they lived for retirement. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, that's kind of responsible of them, right? They don't want to leech off their kids, and I get that. But what's really interesting about this is that the retirement is the end game. It's always, well, how much money do you have put away? Do you have enough pension money? Have you properly planned for your retirement, right? And that is responsible, so I'm not chastising them for that. My response is, what about post-retirement? And they kind of look at me like, what are you talking about? How about death? Have you planned for life after death? Oh, come on. You're not going to talk about that. I mean, really? I mean, I lived a good life. No, you could have. I don't know. I'm not going to judge you. But why is all the conversation centered when seniors get to that point? They're always, everything is in that proper bucket. Hey, I got vaccinated. Okay, so I'm responsible. Hey, I put enough away, so I'm responsible. And then I say, okay, well, that's great. What about the plan for your soul? Well, I go to church every Sunday, or, I do my part. Do you put as much emphasis on that as you do the financial concerns you have for your retirement years? And I reflect back to someone like St. Benedict, didn't care. Okay? And they'll say, well, that's completely irresponsible of you. Because what are you going to do if you run out of money? I don't know. I mean, I've worked hard. I've done the best I could. And I think I'm going to do something really unusual. I'm going to kind of rely on Christ's providence. If I'm doing what's really most important, which is trying to save my soul and trying to propagate the faith to my kids and basically help the salvation of souls, I think that may be a little bit more important with my own creature comfort of retirement. Maybe? Am I wrong? Oh, yeah. I was out the other night, and I don't mean to attack them because they just fall victim to this modern culture. But there was a group of seniors, and they were so proud that they were following all the rules of vaccination. And the whole discussion was, were you vaccinated? And I said, no. Well, that's irresponsible of you. And I said, well, it's against my faith. What are you talking about? I don't know. I'm hearing that a lot of these vaccines, if not in the basis of testing them, or with fetal tissues, some of them may contain it. Excuse me, but I'm not in for abortion as a Catholic, and so I don't really want to follow into the footsteps that if that's what I'm receiving is from an aborted fetus, yeah, I think I'm going to take a big pass on it. oh, that's irresponsible. What I find so fascinating with seniors is they're so up to date on following the rules of our modern culture of proper vaccination and proper 401k planning and proper retirement planning, that what they forget is when it's over, what is Christ going to talk to you about? Is he going to say, you were properly vaccinated? Good call on that one. Don't care that it came from my babies. Is he going to say, you were properly planning your retirement? Your 401k was so well constructed. Your pensions were really ideal. I don't think so. The other thing is, you work your whole life. You suffer through your life, right? Getting through your marriage, getting through raising your kids, providing, and now your reward is what? This 401k? That's your ultimate reward. Being able to go out as a senior and do what you want to do and travel the way you want to travel and having the money in the bank to do exactly that. And at the end, for what? For what? You're not necessarily building your spiritual life. Now, some people say, don't judge me. Don't tell me how I need to practice my faith and that is important to me. I can do both. Can you? Can you really? Because I'll tell you, the conversations I'm having with most seniors right now, that's kind of tops. And as much as they do the research on the market and how am I going to maximize my finances and they're not doing the same thing with the profession of the faith. They're not doing the research. They're not finding out what is it that could be working against the deposit of my faith. What is it that could be working against the salvation of my soul? That's in a box. And that box is way too far away from all those things that they find so necessary. Is it a 401k or is it salvation of your soul? Is it 401k or Christ? Now, I'm not trying to be irresponsible. Trust me. I know what it takes to live. I know what it takes to pay bills. I know what it takes to make your obligations. No, I get all that. Okay? But I'll tell you what, when I get in my senior years, I'm not doubling down on that because I've been doing it my whole life. I've been working since I was, 14 years old? Always paying bills. No. When I get into my senior years, that is going to take a second seat to the most important thing that I can point to at this point. Where is my faith? And even more than that, let's not even be selfish about ourselves. Where is the faith of our children? What are we doing to create those deposits of faith? Because I can almost guarantee you, when we're before our Maker, He's not going to talk about our 401k. He's not going to talk about our phenomenal financial planning, and He sure in hell ain't going to talk about whether we were on top of the latest vaccine. What He's going to say to us is, I gave you something. Whether I gave you these opportunities in life, I gave you these people in your life, I gave you these children in your life. What did you do to lead yourself and these people to me? Come on, 401k or Christ. Let's stop lying about the fact that as we get older, we better start getting our perspective in line And we better stop this idea that this culture that's being force fed to us is more important than the deposit of faith and our love for Christ. End of story. End of story. Why were you born? For your 401k? For your pension? For your retirement? Nope. You were born to know, to love, and to serve our Lord. You want to make all the excuses for why you think that became secondary? Like my grandmother used to say, meh, and then what? See you in the next episode.